Mrs. Canikin's here, and we're going to look at another way to use SchoolAI with your students to do some great vocabulary review. So this one is called Vocabulary Practice, and it is going to use a 4-square technique, not very different actually from the Frayer model. It's going to ask students what grade level they're in, and it's going to tailor that activity for them, and you will see it can be used with any subject. This is not a language arts activity necessarily. This would be a great way to review vocab in social studies or science or other subjects as well. If you are in my school district, Prairie Rose, if you type PRPS into your SchoolAI search space, you might find this easier. You could give students this handout. It's a vocab 4-square, and you can actually get that link in the teacher version of the SchoolAI. I'll have the play along version and a teacher version in the link below in this video. And we're going to test it out as a student. Cami test. Let's take a look at what happens here. Now remember that everything that I'm going to type here as a student is available to be seen on your teacher dashboard. And you'll see there's a little speak button and a little microphone down at the bottom. If your students are young or they're not grade typists, they could do that as well. So I'm going to say I'm in grade 5. And so now we can see here that it gives us an overview of what it's going to do. It's going to ask for a definition, a synonym. It's going to have me use it in a sentence and then draw a picture or give a description of what that word means. You can see here now it asks if I have a specific word I'd like to start with or if I should get them to suggest one. So I'm just going to say suggest here. But if you are a teacher, you could have a list of those 7 social studies words or a list of science words and have your students go through those. So here I'll just get one off the rack. So what does enthusiastic mean to you? I'm going to say lots of energy, and it'll probably ask me for a synonym, sure enough. So I'm going to type happy and see what it does with that. It's not a great synonym. So it says not great, and how about some of these, excited or eager? So it gives me some other ones there. I'll type a sentence. My sentence says he was an enthusiastic reader, so he read the whole series. Let's see what they think. Oh, that's interesting. I haven't seen that before. So it says just a tiny fix. I had typed he was and I had a little typo, and it said, oh, you should try this, and it fixed my typo. So I haven't seen it do that before, but that is certainly interesting. And then imagine someone being super excited. I'll say they tell everyone they see about the thing they like. I could have drawn, I gave a verbal description, and they loved that. Okay, so now it says I've got all parts for the word. It says fill out your worksheet. If you want to program that part out of it, you can do that in the teacher version. And then it asks if we want to move on to another word or do we need more time with this one. So again, if you have a list of words on the board, they can just go through those. If you just want to do some general tier 1 practice, you could have, kids work on this for 4-5 minutes even, and then they're done. So great for all grade levels. It takes the grade into account at the beginning, and then it'll give students grade appropriate words, or you can have words that the students are to go through and they can start with the ones that they know least, that they need the most practice with. This is a really great utilitarian way to practice vocabulary one-on-one with the feedback specific to the students. They don't have to wait for you to mark it. They don't have to wonder if it's right or wrong. This tool will tell them that, help them, correct them, keep them on track. And this is, I think, a super valuable use of time because students are getting targeted, specific feedback.